Well, good morning, all you early rising baseball fans. This is Vinny coming at you with a 2022-2025 tournament game. And we are bringing you today the Toronto Blue Jays and New York Yankees as they begin a three-game series. Um, let's go ahead and get this game underway, go through the lineups. Excuse me. Pitchers today, Kevin Gausman will be going for the Blue Jays. Max Fried is pitching for the Yankees. And here's something that I wish that maybe we can get taken care of in the future. If you'll notice down here, this automatically defaults to right-hand pitcher DH. Now, Max Fried is, of course, a left-handed pitcher. And it would be nice if this would correlate with the handedness of the pitcher that they're playing against, so that this would automatically um, go to the correct handedness, which would be a left-handed pitcher. Now, I don't know about some of you guys, but as I get up there in ages, sometimes I forget to change that. So it would be nice if that was kind of automatic, where the team or the lineup would reflect the actual starting pitcher for the team. All right, let's go ahead and change colors here. Blue Jays will be in blue, and Yankees. We don't have any. We need more color choices. We really need like navy blue, and of course we're using black for the Yankees. But hey, be that as it may, right? Excuse me, as we have a little bit of drainage first thing in the morning. Anyway, here we go. We have the lineups. You'll notice the overall records for both teams. The Blue Jays have had to play more games, so they have a 7-4 record. The Yankees are 4-1. The Yankees come in at the number 2 seed behind the Houston Astros. And so here's the lineups. George Springer leading off. He's the designated hitter today for the Blue Jays. Bo Bichette at shortstop, batting second. Vladimir Guerrero is at first base, hitting third. The catcher hitting fourth, Alejandro Kirk. At third base, hitting fifth, Addison Barger. Miles Straw is in right field today, hitting sixth. Dalton Varsho is in left field, hitting seventh. Leo Jimenez, the second baseman, hits eighth. And Kevin Kiermaier is batting ninth. He's playing center field. All looking for the Yankees, who will face Kevin Gausman. Trent Grisham leads off in center field. Ben Rice at first base hits second. Aaron Judge in right field hitting third. And here's a name you probably haven't heard in a long time, Yankee fans, Matt Carpenter. He had that great season in 2022 with the Yankees. He's a designated hitter. Cody Bellinger hits fifth in left field. Jazz Chisholm Jr. hits sixth at second base. Playing third base and hitting seventh is Oswaldo Cabrera. He was about the best third base option that we could have against right-hand hitters. Austin Wells is catching, hitting eighth. And here's another name that we haven't seen in a while in the Yankees. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa is the shortstop. So we are ready to get this game started. As we look at Max Fried's card, he's 2.25 ERA, made a start. And so here's another thing I'd like to see. I'd like to see if this is the replay stats, that they would show the wins and losses and maybe how many games they were in for starting pitchers. So there's his card, 2.86 ERA, 19-5 in 32 starts. And he's going to be facing George Springer's with his 2025 card. Springer hitting .258 with 2 home runs, 3 RBIs in the tournament. We're ready to go. And let's see, we have Patience 71, and that's just outside the range. That is going to be a fly ball to right field, F9. on the hotkeys for me. Bo Bichette with his 2025 card. He's hitting 340 in the tournament. He's been getting on base and scoring runs. He's scored 8 runs in this tournament. Here we go. We have Patient 39. Base hit for Bo Bichette. He's on. Not much of a steal. A D stealer with 4 stolen bases. And Vladimir Guerrero hitting 311 with 3 home runs. 13 RBIs. He's among the league leaders in this tournament. As we bring to the plate, we have in play 97. That is a fly ball to left field. F7. These hotkeys are absolutely amazing. I'm going to tell you, if I played Strat computer baseball for quite a number of years, and I still play it. And their manual entry is a lot more complex. Um, I mean, to go fly to left field, I'd have to, let's see, we have to click the first one to get the menu. We have to click fly out. We have to click left fielder. Then we have to click uh, result and result. That's 4 clicks, and I just made 2 pushes of the buttons here. Much, much faster. So this is actually a great innovation for this game. Alejandro Kirk steps in with 2 outs and a run on first. Kirk hitting 298 with a couple of RBIs. We roll the dice. It is a tough 49 reading. That is going to be a base hit. Bichette's only a 4. He's not going anywhere. He stops at second base. Addison Barger stepping in. 255 average. No homers, 6 RBIs with his 2025 card. And we have tough 56, and that is a strikeout. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Now these in the tournament, we're in the part of the tournament that we're in right now. We're looking to try to determine the league champion. There are 4 teams, and I thought about, well, we can do single elimination, we could do double elimination, but how about if we just have everybody play each other in a 3-game series, and so that everybody plays everybody, and then we get a true winner. Trent Grisham leading off. Here's Kevin Gosman's card before we get started. He's 1.72 ERA, probably looks like a couple of starts there. Again, I just kind of wish they would have that up in that box there, wins, losses, games started. 15.2 innings, 15 Ks, almost, was that 10 Ks per 9 or something like that? 5 walks, 0.89 whip, so he's doing well. This is his 2023 card. 3.16 ERA and 31 starts, 12-9 record. Trent Grisham will step into play, hitting just 222, no homers, no RBIs with his 2025 coverage. And let's see, we have tough 92, ground ball to second, G4. Ben Rice. Rice hitting 474, 2 home runs, 9 RBIs. And we have in play 28. That is a base hit for Ben Rice. So Rice has a single. And that brings up Aaron Judge. Judge hitting 350 with a homer and an RBI. So that was a solo homer, obviously. This is using his 2024 card when he hit 58 home runs. And he hit 322. So Judge is up. And we have Wheelhouse 1 home run Judge. Judge just connects for his second homer of the tournament. And the Yankees take a 2-0 lead here in the first game of this 3-game set. Matt Carpenter stepping in. Carpenter hitting just 200 with a home run, 6 RBIs with his 2022 card. Just 1 out here in the bottom of the first, and it's a Wheelhouse 89, and Carpenter goes deep, and it is now 3-0 Yankees. We're just getting started. Cody Bellinger with his 2025 card, 250, a home run, 2 RBIs. And we have tough 91. Fly ball right field, F9. If you notice over here, these are my hot plays or hot keys, and I've used all 12 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I use ground out, choose the fielder, so when I hit G, the fielder pops up. So G, 1, 2, whatever it is. Fielder's choice, C is also, and also double play. So I have D is my hotkey for double play, and then I just click whatever it is. Fly out F I use for the hotkey, so it'll be F7, F8, F9. So for my hits, singles a 1, doubles a 2, triples a 3, and home run is 4. I use walk for W, strikeout is a K, stealing I hit S, wild pitch P. I mean, personally, I would like to have, I don't know, line out in there maybe, pop-ups, possibly pass ball, foul out. So I could probably think of about another 4 keys that I would probably use. And they give you 12. Maybe they have to cut this down a little bit and add some here. I could just maybe move this up and pick up a couple of inches. So anyway, Jazz Chisholm steps in with 2 outs. Here's his 2025 card, hitting just 154, not having a very good tournament at all. And we have Ballpark 96, that's in play. 3 is a double. So Jazz doubles with 2 outs. Brings up Oswaldo Cabrera. And like I said earlier, he's one of my best options with the restrictions and limitations that I have for the rosters. But he's hitting 389 with a home run, 4 RBIs, playing a decent third base. He's a B at third base, a 3 error rating. So really not too bad of a fielder over there. Alrighty. So we roll the dice. We have Wheelhouse 47, and that is going to be a base hit, and that will score Jazz Chisholm. The Yankees take a 4-0 lead, and there's only 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Austin Wells steps in. Gosman, who came in this game doing very well, is getting rocked by the Yankees. Austin Wells hitting just 118, no homers and RBI. So, again, not having a very good tournament. And we have in play 17. That is a base hit. Cabrera's a 9, so he's going to go to third. And the Yankees have 6 hits in just the bottom of the first inning. And the 9th hitter coming to the plate is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. And he does have an RBI, probably a sac fly. Let's see. Looks like he is struck out, so he must have had a few at-bats. Just hasn't had any hits yet. So runners on the corner, 2 outs. And we have tough 78, and that is a fly to center, F8. And just like that, the Yankees are off to a 4-0 lead. We go to the bottom or top of the second inning. Miles Straw hitting 256. No homers, 4 RBIs. He steps in. Tough 75. Fly to center field. 1 out. Dalton Varsho hitting 281, a homer, 7 RBIs. He's hits decent against lefties. 292 average, 345 on base. Tough 8, and that's a strikeout. Mark it up as a K. Leo Jimenez is really nothing going on with him. He's struck out a couple of times in his brief appearances. And we have tough 85. That's outside his range, as you can see. And that is going to be a grounder G6, grounded to short. And just like that, we go to the bottom of the second inning. Gosman. If you're not familiar with some of the fatigue rules, I use strat fatigue rules mostly for the starters. So in Gosman's case, he gave up 4 runs in the first inning. If he gives up uh, uh, 2 runs, that'll be 6 runs in 2 consecutive innings. They'll be considered fatigued. Could also be 7 runs over 3 consecutive innings. So if he doesn't give anything up here in the second inning and then gives up 3 in the third, that would be 7 runs in 3 innings. So that's how we work there. Trent Grisham steps in, grounded out his first time up, and we have in play 64. That is a fly to left field, F7. Ben Rice. Rice singled. He was on base when Judge homered. And we have patient 33. He walks. Runner on first, and here is that man again, Aaron Judge. And we have tough 94 grounded to short. 7 and a 6, or less than equal to 6. It's a fielder's choice. Out at second, short to second. Brings on Matt Carpenter. And we have tough 88. Tough 88 to grounded to second. And let's see, a 6, 7, another fielder's choice. Out at second, this time second is short. That retires the... Did that do that? Hey, folks. I don't know if you just realized what happened there. That was an issue before. Not being able to get a fielder's choice on the final out. Okay, but so evidently that must have been addressed. I did not realize that. All right, because previous versions, you couldn't do a fielder's choice for the third out, but as you saw, that actually worked. I clicked fielder's choice. He went second to short, and that ended the inning. Okay. All right, so we go to the top of the third. Kiermaier getting his first chance of the play with a 286 average. No homers, no RBIs. He has scored a run. And what do we have? We have patient 24. That is a double for Kiermaier. So Kiermaier, who has a 281 average and a 326 on base against lefties, leads off with a double. Brings up George Springer, who flied out his first time up. Tough 48, and that is going to be a base hit. Single on the tough, so it's just a one base advance with less than 2 outs. So now the Blue Jays trying to make a run here. Bo Bichette comes to the plate. Bichette singled his first time up. And let's see, we have patient 34. That is going to be a base hit, and we're going to use a FAC card here. Runner on first goes one base, so a single, the run scores, and it is a 4-1 ball game. So Fried in a little bit of trouble. There is nobody out. Runners on first and second, and 1 run is already in. Vladimir Guerrero steps into the plate, and he flied out his first time up. So here we go. We have ballpark 78. That is in play, and it's a 62 roll. He flies to right, so F9, and he's out, first out of the inning. Alejandro Kirk steps in. Kirk had a base hit his first time up, and we have tough 61. 61 is going to be a fly ball to right field as well. Runners will stay. I don't use the advanced runners, and he's a 4 anyway, so he's not going anywhere. So that's 2 outs. Addison Barger stepping in. He struck out his first time up. And what do we have? We have defense 34. This is the range of the right fielder. Judge is a C. So there's a 1 to 41 chance of getting a hit. And it is a 12. So we have a single with 2 stars. That means the runner on second scores, and Bichette goes to third. It's 4-2. Runners on the corners and 2 outs as Miles Straw steps in. In play, 25. And look at that, just outside the range. That's a pop-up to the second baseman. Pop-up, second base, and that ends it. So the Blue Jays put a couple of runs up, make this game a little closer. We head to the bottom of the third inning. Cody Bellinger leading off. Bellinger flied to right his first time up. We have Tough, 34. That's a strikeout right there. Jazz Chisholm steps into the plate. Jazz doubled his first time up. Tough, 63, and he strikes out. Just a K on the hotkey. And Cabrera singled. And we have Tough, 84, and that is a ground to second, G4. We head to the fourth. Gosman seems to be settling in. Let's see if Max Fried can settle down after a rough third inning. Tough, 17. Marshall strikes out. Jimenez. And we have Tough, 79. Oh, and that's just on the cusp of a strikeout. Look at that. K. And Kiermaier. Kiermaier doubled to start that rally in that third inning. Here we go. Tough, 37. That's a strikeout. So Fried settles in, gets a 3-up, 3-down inning. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Austin Wells. Wells singled his first time up. We have Tough, 45. And Wells is going to get a double. 2-base hit for Austin Wells. Brings up Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. IKF flied out his first time out. We have Tough, 96. Fly ball left field. He flies out again. Runners hold. One away. Trent Grisham, 0 for 2. Grisham is grounded out and flied out. In play, 42. Popped up. First baseman is going to make the catch. So we go to pop up first base. Complete play. And that'll be nice with the extra spaces because pop-up will probably be another one of my hotkeys. Ben Rice. So let's see. Rice has singled and scored and walked. And we have Tough, 86, and he grounds it to second base, G4. That ends the fourth. Yankees leading 4-2. Max Fried to the hill. George Springer leading off. Springer is flied out and singled. We have ballpark 9. That is going to be a wheelhouse. He has a 1 to 54 chance for a home run. 79 is outside the range, and it's a fly out to center field. F8. Fried looks out there. Kept it in the park. Bo Bichette steps in. Bichette has singled twice, 2 for 2. Patient, 33, is a single. He is now 3 for 3. Brings up Vladimir Guerrero. Guerrero has flied out twice, once to left, once to right. Here we go. We have Tough, 3, and he's going down on strikes. Put that K in there. Alejandro Kirk. Singled and flied out. This is Patient, 13. That's going to be a walk. Fried has now runners on first and second. And Addison Barger, who had a big RBI his last time up with a base hit. He's also struck out, 1 for 2. Here's the roll of the dice. Tough, 7. He strikes him out. 7 strikeouts for Fried as we end the top of the 5th. Blue Jays leave a couple. Yankees still leading 4-2. Aaron Judge stepping up into the plate as homered and hitting to a fielder's choice. And we have tough 54, and Mr. Judge is going to double. So he is on second base to start off the bottom of the 5th. Matt Carpenter homered his first time up, hit into a forced outfielder's choice. He's up. We have tough 34. He strikes out. And Cody Bellinger stepping in. Bellinger 0 for 2, struck out his last time up. And this is going to be a wild pitch, folks. I hit P. Judge goes to third. That's going to bring the infield in. And we have tough 16, strikeout. All right, 2 outs. Let's see if Jazz can come through in the clutch here. Jazz doubled his first time up, then struck out. And we have in play 48. In play 48 is just a right back to the pitcher, G1. That ends it. So Gosman works around the leadoff double, and then a wild pitch. And it's still 4-2 Yankees as we head to the 6th. And this is the fatigue inning for both pitchers, I believe. All right, Miles Straw comes up. Straw is 0 for 2. Ballpark 75 in play. And 27, so just outside the range. That's a pop out to the shortstop. Pop out, shortstop. And Barstow was struck out twice. Comes to the plate. And we have tough 63. And this is going to be a base hit for Barstow. So Barstow singles. Brings up Jimenez. Jimenez is 0 for 2. We have Wheelhouse 96. That's a fly out to left field. And this is the only thing that I maybe wish was a little different as well, is that when you have a Wheelhouse fly out, that all the runners would be able to advance, not just like second or third. So Barstow's stuck at first base. Kiermaier is the hitter. There are 2 outs. And Kiermaier is doubled and struck out. And we have a wild pitch. So we rolled the 30 on the percentile dice. That moves Barstow to second. Kiermaier is patient 65. That's past his range. And that is going to be a grounded to short G6. All right. And again, as a reminder, I know I say this pretty much every game, but because I use strap fatigue rules, I'm not going to consider Gosman tired at this point until he gives up 3 hits or walks combination. With the 3 runs, though, if he just gives up 1, then I'll kind of consider him tired. So here's Cabrera. Cabrera's 1 for 2. And we have tough 81. That is a grounded second G4. Here's Austin Wells. We have tough 13. That's a strikeout. And IKF, who's 0 for 2. Flied out both times. And we have tough 72. And he hits this one on the ground to the second baseman, out number 3. Bottom of the 6th. Springer is 1 for 3. He's a single and flied out twice. And we have patient 51. He walks him. So Springer is on. He can steal a base. Let's see. He's an A stealer. A 2. That's really not that bad. Let's see what his It's jump 3-8. More like he's going to steal it a B2. Let's give it a whirl. Let's send Springer. Let's see what happens here. Arm of 2, so um, the pitcher's hold is a 5. Springer is a jump 3, so it's an 8. And it's an A2. So if he gets an 8 on the D20, he'll just run it A2. If he gets 9 or above, he'll steal it a B2. So here we go. The D20 is a 16, so it's going to be a B2. B2 54 is a stolen base. S safe, stealing second. Throws not in time. Here is Bo Bichette. He's at the plate when all this is happening. And we have tough 18. And tough 18 is going to be a strikeout. Brings up Vladdy Guerrero Jr. 11, 22, ballpark 22. This is a wheelhouse. This is a wheelhouse, folks. 68, that's a base hit. And that single will score Springer. So the stolen base pays off. It's 4-3. And that's going to be it for Max Fried. Not that he's tired, but he's running into trouble here again. So that will be all for Max Fried. And let's see who the Yankees are going to bring in here. It looks like Ian Hamilton. So Ian Hamilton will be the new pitcher for the Yankees. Taking a look at his 2023 card. 39 appearances, 2.64 ERA, 3-2 record. And he will face Alejandro Kirk, who is 1-for-2 with a walk. So there's one out. Vladdy on first base. And we have Tough 56. And grounded to third base. He's an 8 and a 9. Boy, this is a pretty good chance for double play. It's a 12, though. And it's a 12. And that is going to be, whoops, sorry, let's cancel that. We'll just go G4. 11 and 12 on the dice is advancement. All right, Addison Barger is up with 2 outs. Barger 1-for-3. And we have ballpark 19. This is a wheelhouse. 11, it's a home run. And the Blue Jays have taken the lead. It is 5-4. 5-4, folks. Let me just take a look at the box score. This was something that was an issue early on, where the runners or the let's see. Yep, Hamilton got credit for the run. Okay. Well, Straw or Hamilton can't do the job. And Miles Straw steps in. We have in play 7. That is going to be a base hit. And I think that's going to do it for Ian Hamilton. So Hamilton has a little bit of trouble there. And the Yankees will bring in their left-hander, Lucas Lutke. So Lutke, using his card from back in 2022, had a 2.67 ERA, 4-4 record in 50 appearances. And he's going to try to get the final out with Dalton Varsho stepping up to the plate. Varsho is 1-for-3. And we have in play 89, and that's a grounder to second. That ends the inning. All right. Gosman is going to stay in the game. Here in the bottom of the 7th, the Blue Jays have taken the lead 5-4. And we have Tough 62 with Grissom up there. Grissom 0 for 3. And what do we say? 62 is a grounded to third base. Uncle Ben Rice, folks, 1 for 2 with a walk. Tough 45. That's a base hit for Rice. And that's going to bring up Aaron Judge. And now the Blue Jays will go to the pen. Judge is 2 for 3 with a homer against Gausman. So they're going to go and see what they can do to get out of this inning. Okay, looking like maybe Bowden Francis. Bowden Francis. Will come in. He's going to face Aaron Judge. Try to induce a double play. Just homered and doubled in this game. And 2 for 3. Here we go. And we have Tough out 1, strikeout. That's out number 2. Brings up Mac Carpenter. Carpenter is homered. And we have Tough out 99, fly to right, F9. Francis comes in, does the job. So we head to the 8th inning. Yankees will go to the bullpen. And they're going to go with, let's see, Ron Marinaccio. Ron Marinaccio. There he is. Let's see what he's done in the tournament so far. He's been getting shelled in a couple of innings pitched, a 13.50 ERA. So not one of the better options here. Jimenez is going to stay in. He's a good defensive second baseman, so we're going to keep him in here. All righty, we have Patient 38, and he's hit with the pitch. And so already Marinaccio is in trouble as we bring Kiermaier up, who's 1 for 3. And we have Patient 15, another walk. Brings up George Springer. And Springer is 1 for 3 with a walk. Tough 78. Fly ball center field, F8, finally getting out. Runners hold. Oh, Bichette. Tough 47. That is a base hit. On the Tough, runners will advance 1 base. Vladdy Jr. had a big single his last time up. Patient 26, a walk. And before this gets too out of hand, the Yankees are going back to the bullpen. And they're going to go with Luke Weaver. So Weaver comes in. Get a look at him. 2 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts. No ERA, so nobody's scored at this point. All right, Kirk steps in, though, and Kirk is, 1 for 3. Yankees are going to play the infield in. Tough 81. That's a fly to center field. Let's see. Kiermaier's a 7. Grissom's an 8. They're going to try and score. Let's see what we get. It is an 8. And so runners will hold. Runners will hold. Okay, I think it has to be 7 or less to score, and it had to be above 9 for an out, so he just hangs on. Addison Barger with 2 outs. See if Weaver can work out of this jam. Patient 51. Oh, is he going to ever get out of it? 51 is a ground to the first. That ends the inning. Nice job by Weaver to get out of the inning. The Blue Jays. Let's see. Yankees have a couple of lefties coming in. They're going to go with Braden Fisher. Braden Fisher is going to be the new pitcher for the Blue Jays. So Fisher comes in, 4 innings pitched, 2.25 ERA, just a 0.50 whip. Yankees will send Cody Bellinger to the plate, who's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. And we have Tough 90. Fly to right, F9, 1 away. Jazz Chisholm. Chisholm 1 for 3 with a double. Tough 75, outside the range, fly to center field, F8. And here's Oswaldo Cabrera. And we have 7, Patient 84, and it is a grounder to second base, 3 up, 3 down. That does it for the Yankees. Weaver is going to stay out on the hill. Miles Straw will step in. Straw 1 for 4. Tough 29, strikeout. Tom Varsho also 1 for 4. We have Patient 77, fly to center field, F8. Leo Jimenez at the plate. And we have Tough 69. That is going to be a grounder to second, G4. And that is it for the Yankees. So we head to the bottom of the ninth. The bottom of the ninth. Blue Jays will send in Jordan Romano to try to close this game out. Alrighty. Austin Wells stepping in. Let's see, Wells is 2 for 3. He's actually having a decent game. He's actually made his average up to 200. There we go. Tough 21, strikeout. 1 away. And let's see. Yankees are going to bring a pinch hitter in for IKF. Let's see who that's going to be. Looks like Jason Dominguez will pinch hit. Oh. No pinch hit thing there. Okay. All right. Dominguez, I don't know if he's had any at-bats at all, but he's getting one here today as a pinch hitter. And we have Tough 12, and that's a strikeout. So Dominguez is out, and the Yankees are down to their final out. Trent Grisham is 0 for 4, so he's having a rough day today. His average is down to 182 for the tournament. And we have Tough 92. That's a grounder to second, and that is the ball game. So that'll do it. The Yankees fall to the Blue Jays 6-4. Let's kind of take a look at some of the scoring here. So we look at the box score. The Yankees came out of the gate with 4 runs in the first inning. Ben Rice singled after Grissom made an out. Judge homered. And then Carpenter homered. That was 3-0. Then after Bellinger flied out, Jazz Chisholm doubled, and Oswaldo Cabrera singled him home. That made it 4-0. Blue Jays got two in the third. So in the third inning, Kiermaier doubled. Springer singled. And let's take a look at the play results here in the third. Okay, so Bichette singled. And then Barger singled to drive in a run. So at that point, it was, 4-3? 4-2. The Yankees were done scoring after the first inning. Toronto rallied for three in the seventh. So 3 runs in the seventh. Let's see. A walk, strikeout, a single, and then a big 3-run homer by Addison Barger. So that gave the Blue Jays a lead. Let's take a look and make sure the wins and the losses got taken care of. Gosman, 6 1/3. 6 1/3. All right, 6 1/3. So yeah, he was on the mound when the Blue Jays got the winning run, so he does get the win. Cosman didn't have a very good game though. He gave up 9 hits, 4 runs all earned, couple of homers. ERA jumped to 2.86. Let's take a look here. Ian Hamilton does get credit with the loss. He gave up that the winning run came across on his was credit to him. So he gets the loss. Weaver, good outing, 1.2 innings for the Yankees to hold up. But Jordan Romano picked up his sixth save. He had got rocked early on in the tournament, but he has settled down. And so he has 6 saves in this tournament. Okay, Dominguez came in as a pinch hitter. So there you go. There's the final line, folks. The Blue Jays, 6 runs, 12 hits, no errors. The Yankees, 4 runs, 9 hits, no errors. The Blue Jays take the first game of this 3-game set. So, for you early risers, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.